Hello again, and this is the solution to last lesson's problem. Now remember, your solution may look different. Nobody will lay it out exactly like we have done here. If Mrs. Booth would demonstrate, the actual result should be very similar. So we have a green man, and Mrs. Booth is going to press the button. Wait, signs come on. Amber, red, green man for a time period, then red man, red and amber, green, and back to the start. And perfect. Now don't worry if yours looks slightly different to this, as long as you're getting that result, you've completed it brilliantly. If you've struggled, hopefully you can have a look at this and maybe you can fix yours or adapt it to make it work.
And again, at this point, remember, take a photograph and let us know how you've got on.
So we're going to go to the next lesson, which is the robot. The robot introduces some movement and sound. So Mrs. Booth's clearing the screen. She's going to the lighthouse and opening the robot mimic. Now this is obviously there's more fun involved in this, and the robot has a number of inputs across its chest: square, triangle, circle, star. And we could use all four of these inputs if we wanted to, or we could just use one. The outputs, antenna, mouth, left eye and right eye, are all operating motors which cause something to move. Okay? Now it's a simplified movement in that it can either be open or closed, or on or off. So we would call this a binary movement. There's no in between. So the antenna, mouth, left eye and right eye are the movements. Now I want us to also introduce the concept of sound. So to do that we need to click where it says more and sound and speech and OK. You'll notice now that we've got a new symbol. The sound symbol is on the left hand toolbar and we can bring that in at a later stage. So let's just show you one type of flow that we could do. Now we begin with the start symbol, and I want us to use the diamond for a decision about which of these symbols is going to be the input. And Mrs. Booth can choose any. Is the square on? She's gone for. And if the square is pressed, then we'll go for a single antenna maybe, go up. So we would turn the output for the antenna on. And we would delay for a fraction, half a second, and then we would turn the antenna off. And this should make the antenna rise and drop down after half a second. Oops. Okay, so see how that looks. Nothing happens, which is correct, until we press the button. Now we notice it's continually going down because we need to unpress the button as well. Now you can see there's a lot of potential for this, for having fun. You could make eyes move, we could make the mouth, antenna, all of these eyes could be operated individually, the mouth and the antenna could all be operated, and they could all respond to different inputs. So at this point you might want, have a say, pause the video and have a little play and see what you would like to do. This is again is a kind of fun point, and even in the lesson in school we would have let you have some fun with this for 5 or 10 minutes. So have a pause and have a little go. Okay, so if you're coming back to me having paused and had a little go, I want to introduce to you the concepts of sound. So could Mrs. Booth, instead of having these three, could you delete these three? The white arrow and then the grey square. Brilliant. Now we're going to have the sound symbol. I'm going to place that below. Now you notice we have different sounds that we could have, and there is a button for sound, speak and silence. Let's do sound first, and we notice that it says sound with question with what we call those two symbols up here.
Speech marks.
Speech marks. So sound. Wait for the sound to finish playing before the program continues. Now, if you put a tick in there, it's always a good idea. The tick there, and browse for the sound. Now, you should have 2 sounds that you can browse for, and they should be in. Can we get to student shared?
Yeah.
Yep. Will the students be able to get to
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Yeah. Student shared. D&T. Flow on.